Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope you're all well. I'm doing this one standing up. Well, I won't be standing up for long. I'll be sitting down so that I can actually see your comments. So there we are. I just a little bit of a change of view of me standing up as opposed to sitting down, but. I'll be sitting down in a minute because I'll need to read your comments because of me being so short-sighted. So anyway, so good morning to you. Hope you are well. Original Pictures. I don't know your real name. So I can't address you by name. I like to address people by name where possible. I tend not to use nicknames. So anyway, 7 of you have now joined me. So today's theme, face masks. Is it enforceable, do you reckon?
Okay, I found this on the web for Is It Impossible to Record? Check it out.
Siri? Hey Siri? Hey Siri? Hey Siri, why don't you fuck off and mind your own business?
I won't respond to that.
In fact, I'm going to turn the phone off because I get that a lot. Sorry, I got diverted. But anyway, face coverings, are they enforceable? Will they do any good? Are they actually necessary? Is the theme today. Your thoughts, guys. If you could perhaps put them down here. I'm on the fence, really. I don't actually go out of my way to wear one. I'm going to see how the land lies. But I get it. People are worried. I get it. People are worried. People really are quite scared of the situation. From the 24th of this month, they're going to be mandatory. 99%. I mean, it probably will clear the hurdles, I think, and it will be mandatory. But then again, I've been amazed before. They tell us it's going to be mandatory, and then it doesn't pass through politics. So, Alex Green here has said, if they weren't good, why would the NHS use them? Better be safe than sorry. Well, there's a variety of reasons as to why the NHS used them. They've used them for, well, probably actually centuries. Since Florence Nightingale invented nurses, for a variety of other reasons. Of course, they'll be using them in the NHS now, come what may. So, Joe says the government seems pretty serious about face masks, especially with fines of £100 in place. Well, I mean, the thing is, the police have said that they've got other things to do, and they might not be bothered about enforcing it when somebody else has been burgled, somebody's been mugged or raped or whatever. They may not actually bother with it. This is something I was going to come to you. Will your mum wear a mask when she shops then? Well, the top and the bottom of it is she's probably going to end up not going, because she said to me, I'm going to have the stuff delivered from Asda instead of actually going. She'll have it delivered, but I'll still go. And if I have to, I've got these. If I really have to, and they do enforce it, then yes, I will have to. I mean, one thing, my friend, he wears one. I go around Asda with him. He's wearing this mask over his face. I can hardly hear what he's saying because I'm actually hard of hearing. So I just about make out what he's saying. So the things sort of. So there we are. But he has health worries, so I fully respect the reason as to why he actually wears it. The government should have also made gloves mandatory if they were to make face masks mandatory. Well, I mean, I suppose, you're right. Well, I'm not saying whether you're right or wrong, but I mean, I suppose so. I mean, they cost, I think it's about £3 or £4 in Asda. These do. So next time I go, I might get some. I suppose so. Yes, I think that probably that's right. I think probably that they are needed in care homes. I think face masks should be worn so you can stop the spread of AIDS. How have they stopped the spread of? I can remember that was one thing that I absolutely feared was AIDS back in the early 80s. It was a terrible fear that you might catch AIDS because one time they thought that it was transported through the air, but no. So, any more comments? We need your comments. We should have done it sooner, but better late than never, says Zach there. The only reason the government are enforcing masks is to appease moaning lefties. Well, I suppose. Well, I mean, you could be right there. That could well be what they're doing. And Boris has backed down. I mean, I'm trying to be as respectful here as I possibly can. I know I'm perhaps maybe, I know I'm very opinionated sometimes. And I get 50% like it, 50% loathe it. You either love me or loathe me, sort of thing. A Marmite man, like Nigel Farage, sort of thing. Any more comments? We need your comments, your ideas. Is it enforceable? Is it the right thing to do? Should they be even bothering? That's what it really is. A lot of people wear masks with their nose sticking out, but I suppose it does. They say that it will only protect other people if you've got it, sort of thing. So I'm not sure whether it'll work, but I think that when I go to the supermarket, I should be avoiding people who wear masks like the plague. Well, if it makes you feel comfortable, Alex, I'd say yes. Well, yeah, I agree. Because your touch services, we pick something up off the shelf or whatever, and throw it in your basket or whatever, and then of course you'll go like this when you get home. Oh, I had a rotten time, and then you're fucked. Well, I don't know, to be honest. Short answer is no, it fucking doesn't. I also, this is a bit of comedy, but I had a conversation with my mum the other day, and it's basically what we said was I said with regard to eating out. How are you going to wear a mask when you're sitting in a restaurant? It ain't going to happen, is it? Because you're going to be eating. You've got to eat. So what about a mask that goes up so you can eat? When it comes down when you chew, up when you eat. When it comes down when you chew. Very good idea. Very good idea. A little bit of comedy whilst I forgot to do the share up. So please do bear with me. I was so engrossed in what I was doing that I actually forgot. So I'm not leaving you. I'm not being actually rude or anything like that. That's one thing I don't like is feedback would be annoying for you. That's what I would be concerned about. So I'm just going to do story of my life. I've codsed it up, haven't I? I only a message came up from Instagram, and then of course I hit that, and it took me straight to Instagram. So that was a bit annoying. There, I think I've done that. No, I haven't milked a cow blindfold. I love myself. Well, if it makes you feel comfortable, I'd say, well, yes. Yeah, well, thank you for your company anyway, Russell. No problem at all there. Anyway, let's come back to your thoughts, guys, on masks. Let's have a few more thoughts on whether or not masks should be mandatory or not. Is it enforceable? Is it unenforceable? Or do you think that the police have perhaps got better things to do with their time? Because for supermarket workers, it's not really their job to enforce it, I don't think. So, as I say, when the 24th comes, I'm just going to see how the land lies and basically make up my own mind as to whether or not it is appropriate for me to wear the blindfold and face covering. So, any more comments? Zach says, should we wear swimming goggles, seeing as you can catch the COVID through your eyes? Well, maybe if you feel comfortable wearing swimming goggles in the supermarket, maybe you should. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's a thought. But in saying that, when I was a boy, when between the ages of about sort of 8 and 14, I think it was, we used to go swimming in the river in the Thames when I was in the Cubs and the Scouts, etc. With life jackets on, of course, because of the current below. You've got to be a bit careful, haven't you? Because it'll literally suck you to the bottom and you're fucked. But there's all sorts of things going around in the river. There's rats in the river, and there's all sorts of other horrible things. Rats' feces in the river, and you can get Bowles disease and everything. And yeah, we was all right. We've never come to any harm at all whatsoever. So we could have got all sorts of horrible things. And thank you for your mad respect. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Nell G. I'm wondering how many of you have given you your real names here. I only given my real name when I'm on YouTube, Facebook, things like that. So, well, yeah, those were the days before health and safety. Am I really that old? You mean a bag body? Maybe. Might have one maybe now and again, but I need something that's going to fill me up. Well, if they do. The CB, amateur radio, you mean? And another one here. I actually think face masks should be fully banned. The World Health Organization said they're not effective. So that's another point. Yeah, you never know. I mean, actually, social media has taken over. You guys have basically done that. So there we are. I mean, I'm not particularly keen, but I'll have it, sort of thing. I like it in Chinese food. I'd say egg fried rice has got to be one of my firm favourites. Again, I'm waiting to see where the land lies, really. He's a brilliant guy. I like him. But then again, I would do, wouldn't I? So there we go. So right, well, I think I'll say best 7-3. Best 7-3 means best wishes in amateur radio. Not 7-3 means best wishes in amateur radio. So I wish you all the very best. And if I think of something for tomorrow, we'll do another one tomorrow. Incidentally, your thoughts, maybe perhaps on Instagram, maybe leave a few ideas for me, and we'll take it from there. So I will wish you all the best and hopefully catch up with you very, very soon.